Okay, fine. Yeah. So team, today we will be again looking further into the semantic kernel. Okay. And the last week we did a very sample program in the semantic kernel. Okay. And today we will be, you can say, extending our semantic kernel with the multi-agent AI system. Okay. Where we will be doing means we will be creating the multiple agents. Okay. And how we have to be create the multiple agents using semantic kernel. The manual work means the tool calling and everything means we understand. Okay, the few classes back, and this is for you can say the agents. It is a fifth class. Okay, so let me start with the recap. Okay, so semantic kernel is a agent framework. Okay, where means you can say it is a plugin base. Okay, so it means let me tell you the problem. If we are means suppose in our application means if we have to be means integrate multiple LLM providers, for example, in a real time scenarios means we can have a domain specific provider, we can have a free model provider, we can have some you can say GPT-5 model provider for solving a complex problem. Okay, so in that case what you have to do, you have to be means manage everything manually while keeping you can say managing their URLs, okay, managing their keys, and managing their response types. So each and every LLM provider means returning their own JSON. Okay, you have to be you can say need to create separate deserialization classes and different parameters. Okay, so here if we are using the semantic kernel, okay, that is the agent framework. Okay, for the benefit, one second. One second. Okay. So what the benefit we will be getting? Okay. So we have to be just install my battery. So I have some issues in my laptop. Where is I issue? It is very low. We can discharge. Where is the issue? Okay. So we have to be install the semantic kernel framework. Okay, as a NuGet package. And if we are connecting to the Google API, if we are connecting to the OpenAI, if we are connecting to the Anthropic, okay, we have to be just install their NuGet packages and then means we can do the integration. Okay, so we have to be create the kernel object. It is very similar like that means in a ASP.NET we create uh, the builder object. It is very similar like that. And there, what happens is it is a placeholder for all the required services. For example, dependency injection, logging, and all the scope services and the singleton services. So it is a container for that. But similarly, here is for you can say while we are making the agents by this agent frameworks. Okay, so that can be the placeholder, and this placeholder can manage the plugins. Okay, what are the plugins? Plugins are the tools. Okay, so what are the tools? Okay, so tools are basically the C# function which we are going to call um, with our agent. Okay, let me demonstrate this, and then we'll go further. Okay, okay, so this is a very basic agent using this agent framework. And what is the functionality of this? Means this is considered as a order agent that will provide your order status based on your order ID. Okay. So here for demonstration purpose, what I did, I hard coded the few of the, I created a class order plugin. Okay. And here I created a dictionary where I'm maintaining the few order IDs. Okay. And their status. Okay. And based on these order IDs, okay, means I will be means getting their order status. Behind the scene, when in real time you will be making an API call or database call. Okay. Let me run this. Okay, ask something. Let me ask uh, what you will do today. Let's see. I will assist the users like you answering the question, providing information, and completing tasks for the best my ability. Okay. Can you tell me my order status? I need your order ID. Why it is asking for order ID? Because this order status needs an order ID. Okay. Now, what I'm doing? Okay, fine. My order ID is, can you provide me status? Now, let's see. Okay, so here I provided 23455. Okay, I am sorry, but I could not find the order status. Why? Because this ID does not exist here. Okay, now, okay, fine. Then find order status for 101. Okay, the order status for 101 is shipped. Okay, shipped, arriving tomorrow. Okay. So this is the basic agent, and let me give a quick code demonstration how it's working. So wherever we need to make the API calls, or you can say database call, we have to be create the functions. Okay, so this and you can say whatever the functionality is, the core functionalities, we have to be keep as a C# function. In your Python, you have to be create your Python functions. In Java, and you have to be create a Java functions. Okay, decorate with kernel function. Okay, and description should be, it should be very descriptive. Okay, else what will happen if you have 10 functions and the description is not good, then during LLM call in a runtime, it will get, you can say the LLM get confused. Okay, which need to
Hello,
call. So
sir.
then,
Hello.
yeah,
Sorry to interrupt you. Sorry
yeah,
to interrupt you, but what is a kernel function? Can you please elaborate?
yeah. Kernel function, what I am saying is when we are using the agent framework. Okay, so the agent framework, what we are using here, semantic kernel.
Okay.
Okay, semantic kernel. What is semantic kernel? Semantic kernel is an agent framework. Okay, so what agent generally do? Okay, agent, what agent do? Agent just provide us a decision what need to do. Okay, this is the functionality. Let me tell you. Okay, suppose um, agent, what agent have? A what LLM decision plus tools. Okay,
Okay.
agent is nothing but it is a LLM decision plus tool calling plus memory, nothing else. Okay. So suppose I am asking, can you provide me status for my leave balance? Okay. Then this request go to the LLM. This request will go to the LLM. Okay. This goes go to the LLM. Ah, and we will get the intent of question. So what is the intent of question? Is asking for leaves. It asking
Leave
for
it.
leaves. Okay,
Leave
leaves,
balance. Yeah.
leave balance. So behind the scene, what will happen is I will provide the tools. Means what tools I have. Okay, it will return me like that. Get leave balance. Need to call. Okay, when the response is back, in a response, it will provide me a detail. Get leave balance. Okay, what I will do if response dot contains, what is the response? LLM response dot contains.
Yeah.
Okay, leave balance or get leave balance. Okay, get leave balance. Okay, then call my get leave balance function. Okay, so the kernel
Okay.
function is, what is a kernel function? Here, this consider like this is the function which I mentioned it here. Okay, Okay, so get order status, the similar one. Okay, so kernel function, when we declare there's a function as a kernel function, okay, behind the scene, what happens? It creates a metadata. It creates a metadata and send to the LLM that I have a set of tools and you have to be select from these. Okay, behind the scene, what happens? Let me tell
Okay.
you. Behind the scene, what happened? Okay, get order status. Okay, when I send a request the first time to the LLM, I'm asking, what is my order status? What is my order status? So along with this, the tool definition I also sending to LLM. Means along with this, what the tools I have. Suppose I have 4 tools, and I will be sending these 4 tools to LLM. This. These 4 tools means suppose in a one function provide the order status. Second function what do? Cancel order.
Okay.
Okay. Third function do update delivery. Okay. And some other function can do other things. So means end of the day, these functions means I have been defined as a kernel function in my C# code. In my C# code, these all should be the kernel function. And when we are passing these to the LLM, okay, behind the scene, this metadata generally get generated. Okay. Then now what I am doing, I am sending this, and this. Okay. These three questions I am sending. Now, what is a question? This is a question. The question plus one, two, and three. Three things I am sending.
Agree.
Now, what based on my question, what is a question? What is my order status? LLM will match. Okay, this can be the order status or not. LLM say
Yeah.
like
Yes.
read the description. Yes, this can be the order status. It will read also. This can be the order status, but this is mainly for canceling the order. This can be the order status. No, this for you can say update the delivery address. In the response, we will be
Uh,
getting
So
this
description is optional or we need?
description is not optional. If you are just not providing, then means there will be getting LLM hallucination. Okay, it is very much
Okay.
say mandatory. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so overall, means let me go with one by one. Okay, so what I am doing is I am at this time I am calling the Google API. Okay, Google Gemini. Okay, I am passing the model name. Okay, and tomorrow, who is? Can
Nikhil,
you please
I
provide?
think we are getting the echo from
इसका
Nikhil
फायदा
side.
भी है
Nikhil,
जगह का बैठ
Nikhil, please mute it. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, so what I am saying. Okay, as I am using Google. Gemini then means I am adding the builder dot add Google AI Gemini chat completion. If I am using OpenAI, then means the OpenAI method. And then if I am using Anthropic, then means Anthropic method. Model name need to pass and the API key. Google API generally provide the free API key for this, you can say for limited calls. And so I am using it here. Okay, now I have a builder object. Okay, I need to build it. Now this will be the kernel object. Now, what I'm saying here in this text box, in this, what I'm saying, I'm passing, I need to inform LLM that I have these functions. Okay. Then kernel.plugins.add from is whatever the plugins you have to be just mention here. So this is order plugin. It will fetch the metadata and send to the LLM. Okay. So kernel.plugins that order plugin. Okay. Now it is a very simple code means keep ending, keep running the loop till end. Okay. Until I am typing exit. And what I'm doing here is another setting is there. Okay. The prompt execution setting and means I am making the function choice behavior is equal to auto. Okay. It means if my prompt is saying like that, can you please provide me the order status? And here I am making the LLM call. Behind the scene, it is making an LLM call. See like this, I have not added any if and else condition. Behind the scene, it will call my C# function automatically by making this line. Let me do it. Okay. Let me do it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And let me add a breakpoint where I am going to add a breakpoint here. Okay. I have not added any if and else condition. Behind the scene, this all those job, the auto function calling will be handled by framework. Okay.
Okay.
Can you provide me status of order ID 103? So 103 is here. Okay. Okay. See like this. What are the prompt?
Yeah.
Prompt I'm saying, can you please provide me the order status? Arguments, just you can say the single argument I'm saying the automatic function call. Okay. Now LLM will
Yeah.
call, it's Google API will call and make the my function automatically call. Yeah, see like this. The breakpoint is here now. And whatever the order ID I mentioned into the, you can say the plain language, it gets automatically fetched here by LLM. See about it. Means if I ask you to, you can say program this, it will very difficult. Means can you fetch the order ID? It will be very difficult to program it. Okay. But LLMs do all those jobs for us. That's why these decisions, okay, which function need to call and you can say structured output means here we are getting some key values from the LLM. Those things we can be take from LLM and which function need to call. We take those decisions from the framework. When we combine LLM plus framework, add some more functionality like memory, means it generates a agent. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now the LLM call will be there and then means it will provide me the final status. Okay. The final status will be like that. Okay. Yeah. The status
Yeah.
of the order ID is 101 is shipped arriving tomorrow. Arriving tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the basic means I explained. Now I am just going very fast. Means today what I will do, I will try to finish this multi-agent. Okay. So similarly, what I am going to do, the people who attended my last to last class, means I explained the multi-agent framework using the manual work. Okay. So here now I will be doing a similar thing. Let me explain with some architecture code and then we'll see. Okay. Suppose in an enterprise application, okay, in an enterprise application means I'm taking one example of the employee agent. So when means you are an employee for any company, okay. So we have multiple departments, okay, like IT department, like payroll department, like help desk, means visa department, travel department, cab pooling department, cab booking department, and a food department, and number of departments may be there. Okay, security department,
Yes.
compliance department, training departments. When we you can say discuss about
Job,
um,
job departments.
yeah, lot of department. Okay, when we go to the enterprise level, okay. So based on the user query, okay, based on user query, may suppose I am typing like this, okay. Can you provide me my visa status? Okay, and also can you tell me my can you share my health insurance details? Okay, if you see both of these two are here, the intent of this query, what is the intent of this query? Means person is asking for visa status and he is also asking for health insurance
Fair,
card.
insurance. Yeah.
But the person is asking for
There
two
are the
things.
two questions. Yes.
Okay. Okay. The person is asking for two questions. Now, I will be sending all those tools to LLM. Okay. In a return, I will be get, means he is asking for visa status plus
Health
insurance.
insurance details.
I want with you please just listen. Okay. Health insurance. Okay. So these two we will be getting from LLM and then I will be um, make a call. Now, important thing, we have n number of departments. Okay, we can have n number of departments. So what we will do, we will create a visa agent. Dot will be handling for the visa related things, and it is for, you can say, claim department, claim agent. I will be creating a claim agents. Okay, that will be taking care of you can say claims for um, telephone bills plus uh, medical bills and food bills, multiple bills. Okay. So that claim agent can handle these type of queries. Means if medical bills are there, then means it will be the claim agent will get called. If person is asking for telephone bills, then again that claim agent will handle all those things. Okay. It is a similar concept like that. If I ask you to do the security engineer job, will you able to do? No, because we have dedicated assigned as a programmer, or we can say business analyst. Means if someone asks me to do some other job, that will be, means we will be facing some, you can say, issues. We will be not able to do, you can say, as per uh, our capabilities. So that's why the means we generate some multiple agents, and that helps to work LLM efficiently. We will be getting less hallucination and very accurate results we will be getting. Okay, so in a real time, what we will be having means when we have a, you can say, similar situation where we have the multiple type of enterprise grade application where we have multiple departments. Okay, so payroll query means if someone asking for salary, means that payroll agent will have handling. Means someone is asking about, can you please apply a leave for me? Means the leave agent will make. Can someone is asking about it, something like that. My laptop is not working. Can you please fix it? Or some means can you please raise a ticket? Then IT agent, and then multiple agents we can be created. Okay. Now we have to be design this application. Okay. So apart from this, we have to be create one supervisor agent. So based on this query, okay, my visa agent and claim agent is need to call. Okay. But who will decide? Who will decide the visa agent need to call or claim agent need to call? That is the supervisor agent. It is another design pattern. The supervisor agent design pattern means, okay, supervisor design pattern, agentic design pattern, supervisor agentic design pattern. Supervisor agent design pattern. Okay. So this is very, 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 very important. And I am just providing all those information to you guys. Okay. This is the enterprise grade scheduler agent, supervisor agent architecture. Okay. Orchestration. So what we are doing here, enterprise level scale means where we have, you can say, multiple agent and we have to be orchestrated between it. Okay. Then the supervised agent is need to, you can say, come into the picture. Okay. I am explaining the supervisor agent. That supervisor agent generally do these things, managing the agents. Okay. So that thing will be managing the agents. Okay. Now think about it. How many LLM calls will have? We will be having one LLM call. Okay. This LLM call will help to understand, okay, based on the user query, I need to call these two agents. Okay. It will provide a decision. What it will provide? It will provide a decision to to get agents. To get agents means it will provide, I will just pass all those information to LLM that I have these agents. Can you be, based on the user query, can you please provide me the information like that, how many agents need to call it? Give me a moment. Okay, so the first agent is the decision making agent. Now the payroll agent, it will also have their LLM call. Another LLM call will be here, LLM1, LLM2 and LLM3. Okay, we will be having three LLM calls, and after having these, after having these, I will be combining the result. Okay, this result, payroll API result plus leave DB result plus IT result. Okay, I need to make another LLM call. Okay, and get final result. Now, tell me this architecture you people understand or not? You have to be very much focused about it, and when we are going to implement, you have to be keep your eyes open. People who joined my, you can say, few or four, 3, 4 classes will able to understand. I am 100% sure. Okay, because the things those I am providing, so I'm 100% sure those people can understand. But other people are also understanding or not. Can
Yes,
someone
Devesh,
respond?
understanding.
Huh? Okay, Annapurna is there or who is?
Yes, yes, Devesh, Annapurna here.
Annapurna. Okay, Annapurna.
Thank you.
Okay, let me ask. Okay, Anil, you are getting?
Yes, Devesh, I'm getting.
Okay, okay. Vishnath,
Yes, Devesh.
Himanshu.
Sorry, Devesh, I have just joined around
Okay,
2 or 3 months ago. Yeah.
okay, okay. Nikhil.
Yeah, I'm getting it, Devish. Thank you.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. Kunal,
Yes,
Pankaj,
yes.
Pankaj.
Yes, getting.
Okay, Pankaj, yeah, thank you very much. Okay. So this is the architecture. Let's implement. Okay. So what I will do, for explanation purpose, what I will do, I will explain from bottom to top. Means I will create these things and then we'll go to top. Okay. Down to top approach I will use. Okay. Just concentrate with me and then you will be able to understand it. Okay. So what functionality we need? Leave details and payroll details and service node details. Okay. For as of now, I am taking the example for the leave details and the payroll details. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm creating a repository which will, you can say, make the database call, the get salary, payroll, and the get payroll date. Means we can create multiple. It's very straightforward. In a real time, you have to be make your, you can say, database sync. Whatever the employee ID, you have to be go for database and then need to fetch the person who is asking for, you can say, salary or something like that. Okay. I just created the payroll repository for that payroll API. Okay. Straightforward. Similarly, the leave repository. Very straightforward. Person is asking for leave balance, person who is asking for apply leaves. You have to be make the database call or you can say API call or whatever the message queue or you can say whatever the enterprise level the things are happening at your organization. That's fine. Okay. Very straightforward. We are done with these two. Okay. Now plugins. What are the plugins? Plugins are nothing but we have to be decorated with a kernel function. Okay. So whatever the repository methods we have, I have just added it here. The flow will be like that. From here, plugin, the request will go to the plugin and then plugin will call the payload repository. Okay. So what I did, payroll plugin, repository object. Okay. Initialization of the repository object, kernel function. Okay. Behind the scene, the metadata will create. Okay. Goes to the LLM. LLM will see, okay, means this function generally for calculating the salary or getting a salary, something like that. Similarly, get payroll details. This person is asking something related to the payroll, then I have to call this payroll function. Okay. Similarly, the leaf plugin. Similarly, the leaf plugin. Okay. Leaf plugin. What I am doing, leaf repository object and then kernel function and need to decorate whatever. Suppose I have 10 function, 20 function. Okay. Then this need to do this. Okay. We are done with these two. We are done with last two lines. That is fine. Now, as I said, we have to be just, you can say for this handling this, we have another LLM call. We have to call this, we have another LLM call. For this, we have another LLM call. And who is making the LLM call? Who is responsible? Who is responsible for making the LLM call? Is a kernel object. Who is making the LLM call here using the semantic kernel? Is a kernel object. What is the kernel? The builder object. Okay, here what I have to do? I have to be create a multiple kernel objects for each and every agent. Okay. I will be having a leave kernel. I will be having a payroll kernel. I will be having a IT kernel in a real time means if we have to be add some another. So this is the benefit. Okay. The separation of concern means the solid principles we understand. Okay. Means our code means if we want to extend our the functionality to n number of level means our code should able to you can say scale up. Okay. So that's means if we are making all those things separate means the unit testing is also possible means does not have any issues. Okay. If we have to do modification of particular type of agent then means we can also do. Apart from this, the another benefit when multiple teams can work independently. It should not like that means someone means from payroll team is working with the leave agents. It will be having some more difficulties. So that is the you can see the real time benefits of this making this approach. Okay. Now coming to the code directly. Now I am done with the last two lines. Okay. Now I am making a kernel factory. What this kernel factory is doing? It is just creating the kernel objects for all the you can say the payroll agent, payroll, and for leave. What I am doing? I am creating a function, creating a builder object. Okay. I am using the OpenAI. Okay, I am using OpenAI, the builder dot OpenAI, the model name and the API name, the similar like that. Okay, see like this. Builder object, LLM provider, model ID, and the API key. What I am doing here? Kernel object, builder object, OpenAI, model name, API name, need to pass a plugin. Here I am passing order plugin. So this is a payroll. Okay, then which plugin I need to pass? Payroll plugin. Returning this. Similarly, the leave objects. So that's why I'm saying like that's a kernel factory. It is just like a factory of factory classes. Means in a runtime, what I will do, I will means create an object of this class and then means will get the object of this, get object of this. Okay. Now we are done with this three. Okay. These three levels, last three lines we are done, right? Last three lines we are done. Any questions
Yes.
so far?
For
Anyone has any?
kernel function, Devesh,
No.
which plugin we need to add, Devesh?
Kernel function you already have. Okay. Kernel function we have in a plugin level. Okay. Let me show you again. Let me show you. Okay. In a plugin level means we have the kernel functions.
How it will come? Which plugin we need to add to the
Okay.
solution?
So yes. So plugin is nothing but plugin is a C# class. You have to be create your in you
Okay.
can say manual way and means I just mentioned to you can say to understand means name as a plugin, but in a real time you can make some another name. But if you
Oh,
do follow the naming, you can say it will you can say help for agentic architecture. Okay.
okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So we are done with last three levels. Now come one level up. Now who will call these? Who will call these kernels? Agents, payroll agents. Now, what I did, I created leave agent and payroll agent. Then correspondingly, with the repository we created, plugin we created, and now we will be creating agents. Who is responsible to call this factory? Okay. So what I did, so as we have three agents and we have four agents again. I created a base agent class. I created a base agent class. Okay. What this base agent generally need to, I am just passing a kernel object and created a execute function. What this execute function will do, it will take the user question and will execute a LLM. Will execute a LLM. Let's see one by one. Okay. This is a base agent. Okay. Created a leave agent. Okay. Inherited with base agent. I'm just passing the kernel factory. It's because yeah, see about it. This kernel factory, okay, who will call this? You can say this payroll factory. Who will be calling this payroll factory? Payroll agent, right? So what I am doing, in a payroll agent, I'm just passing the kernel object for payroll. Okay, and execute. What this execute doing is I said one LLM call, another LLM call, another LLM call, and another LLM call. So in an agent itself, we have to make another LLM call. What this function is doing, execute async. You are a payroll agent, always answer using available plugin. So what are the available plugins for this payroll agent? We have this. If query matches, I'm again doing this, all those things that I did for single auto function calling and then this prompt settings and just executing the LLM call. So what will happen when a query matches, if query is asking for payroll, it will come here. It will see, okay, yes, it is matches. The payroll function I have, then it will call this our payroll repository. Else it will not call. Similarly, the leave agent. Okay, same code. The leave agent means I have prompted like that you are a leave management agent. Always use your function whenever is required. This is a user question and do the same thing. Now, we are done with these last four. Okay, the supervisor agent. User is asking, can you please provide me the status of my leave and visa? Here we don't have any visa. Okay. I have to be asked to the LLM, can you please provide me the agent details, which need to be called based on this query? Okay, let's go to the supervisor agent. Okay. I'm just calling, means I just said it is a decide, means here this supervisor agent means is acting as a, you can say, the decision making, means which agent need to call. Okay. I'm asking LLM, okay, that we have a payroll. है ना? We have available agent is payroll and leave. Okay. Written only comma separated name, nothing else. Okay. Based on the user query, if I am asking about the payroll, then means I am getting a payroll here. I am asking about the leaves, then means I will be getting all those things from LLM. Okay. Now let execute. One more thing. Yeah. Router is also there. Router, agent router. Yeah. Let's go one by one. Okay. One more thing which is very important is here I get the objects, means you can say, suppose I ask for, can you please provide me status of salary? Okay, the output should be payroll. Okay, output should be payroll. So based on this payroll keyword, I need an object of this payroll agent who will be providing. Suppose based on the user query, I am getting, suppose the laptop is not working, IT agent. Okay, who will be providing me the object of this IT agent? LLM router class. LLM router class. Okay. Okay. Suppose I need to execute these two agents. So think about it. These all three agents having a different task and does not depend each other. So we can execute all these tasks parallelly also. If we get these objects, okay, we can execute these things in a parallel. Okay. So that is the functionality of the LLM router. Okay, it routes based on the objects, which all those things need to call parallelly, or you can say sequentially. That LLM router generally works. Okay, let execute. Okay, what I'm doing here, I just this is a program.cs. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm creating a supervisor agent. I'm creating a router agent. Okay, now first, whenever the user query will come, let's go one by one. Okay. Mm, Ask a question. Question dot read line. What I'm doing? Ask a question. Okay. Can you please provide me what functions we have? We have salary. Okay. Me salary details for employee ID. Okay. Let's enter. Okay. I need to go one by one. Let's stop. Program.cs. Console.write link. Supervisor agent. Okay. Moving on. Can you provide me salary details for EMP ID? Okay. So what I am doing here, I am passing this question to supervisor agent. Okay. So the intent is salary. Okay. And what I am passing to the supervisor agent, go here. Think about it. So this is a question. Can you please provide me the salary detail? Okay. So salary should belong to payroll and leave. It is belong to payroll. Okay. So question is asking. Okay. Now making a LLM call. Prompt. So this is a prompt. You are a routing agent. Available agent are these, and these are the question. Think about it. I am just asking LLM. These are the system instructions, and means this is the user instruction. Sorry, user question. So based on this question, it will returning me a payroll. I am asking return only comma separated names. Okay. And what I am doing, whatever the response we are getting, I am just concatenating with the comma. Result. Payroll. Okay. Because my query matches to payroll. In a response, I'm just printing how many agents need to call. It's a payroll one. Now I need a object for this payroll. I mean, this is a string. From a string, we have to be create an object. There we need some mapping is there. Okay. Now router agent. We are passing the question. You can say request to the router agent. Means I'm just passing which agent I need. Payroll agent I need. Okay. Based on whatever the you can say the agents I have. Okay. I'm just you can say creating a task for that. Task list of task string. Okay. List of task string. So agent is payroll. It will go inside a payroll. Okay. Task dot add payroll agent dot execute async. Here, if you see about it, it is returning a task of string. And here we have implemented the plugins. Okay. Now I have a task because the intent is only one. Now what I am doing, if I have multiple tasks, then using task dot parallel library, then I can execute a multiple task in a single go. Means executing the multiple agents in a single go. Okay, in a single go. Okay. Now return back. Okay, it automatically fetch the employee ID from my LLM. Call the call repository function. It is automatically happening. It is due to framework. Means I am not managing if and else anything. Okay. Now results come back. Now results come back. It is a response we get. What is the response? This is the response. I'm just printing that response. If I have two agents, then okay, salary details for employee will be at 80,000. 80,000. If you go here, it is 80,000. Okay, now let's ask two questions. Let me ask these two questions. Okay, salary details and the payroll date, payroll details. Or what I will do, let me ask for leave balance. Okay, yeah, leave balance. Okay, okay, fine. Can you tell me my leave balance? Employee ID is this, and salary details for me. Okay, doing the same thing. Okay, I'm asking a question. It should mean, okay, okay, fine. Can you please tell me about the leave balance and salary? So ideally, we should get both from LLM. Let's see. Leave and payroll, we get it. What agents need to call, we get it. Okay. Now, based on these two agents, I need the objects, the LLM router. I am calling LLM router based on these two agents to get objects. It will return the task for to do these LLM calls. Okay. Results. See the result. I am getting the salary also, and apart from this, the salary will be credited. Anything else I need to do, everything it is providing based on my user query. Okay. So this is a way. Okay, then we can be create an enterprise grade the LLM agents. In a real time, it is also happening like that. This agent is I am calling with another uh, you can say another provider is the leave agent. I can be providing another provider. That can also possible. Supervisor agent, we are providing this another provider. Okay. So this is the enterprise level, okay, application that we have learned using the semantic kernel. Okay, let me repeat it. Okay, first we need to create the repository functions, or you can say C# function which calls a database. I created a plugins. Okay.
There is sorry for interrupt.
Hmm.
I have a one question. I'm a first time the joined the your class. Okay.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I want a little bit clarity from you. You have just
Huh?
pass the employee ID. You just pass the employee ID and you get the detail of the new detail, payroll detail, all detail you will get
Huh.
through the AI/ML. So
Huh.
how is the engine is created? It is the behind of the SQL server or any other database you have the dump the all information is the previous, or how can work the AI/ML? Can you the little bit you can break now?
I'm not getting what is your question.
How can work the AI/ML search engine? You have the dump already data for employee data on the database SQL, or how can the
Uh-huh.
backend you have the fetching data
So we
from
have to be
through
make,
the
yeah, here
AI/ML?
we have to make the database connection for our SQL object or Oracle object or whatever the
Yeah.
database object. And then means based on this
Okay.
employee ID, we have to make our database call and then means fetch
Mm,
the real-time
Yeah, yeah.
data. Means here I am just
Uh,
passing the hard-coded values.
yeah, yeah. It is a simple scenario. We have the path the database interface. So, what is the role of the AI/ML? It is only the performance issue you have using the AI/ML, and
So
what is the
AI,
role
so
of the
let me tell you. So here we are using AI now. Means here we are making the LLM calls. So we are using AI now. We are
yeah,
making every time means if you see these agents, okay. So
yeah.
using
So
kernel
my
object,
question,
what is doing here? Okay, it is making the
yeah,
call to OpenAI. Means I am using the OpenAI object. Okay, and that OpenAI object is means behind the scene it is making call to you can say OpenAI provider. So we are making this
yeah,
this is an AI application, AI
yeah, yeah.
enabled
So
application, and AI enabled
yeah, so
enterprise grade application.
yeah, so AI is a connected in our database. How can map you open
No,
API
so AI will not able
to
to connect your database. No, no, no. AI will just provide
yeah,
that
yeah,
you need to call these functions. Okay, and
Okay.
here you have to be make your database call by managing it your own.
Okay.
Yes, you have to be call
Yeah,
your
I
API, you
understand.
have to be call your, you can say the SQL database or maybe Oracle database or maybe some BI platform, or you can say some whatever the platform and number of
Yeah,
platforms we
okay.
have.
Yeah, yeah. It is a separate now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I understand. You can
Okay.
continue.
Okay,
Okay.
so this is the entire application which we are using. The multiple agents we are having the multiple agents. We are using the supervisor agents. We are using the LLM routers.
Yeah.
We have used the plugins. We have also used the kernel factory. Okay, it is
Yeah.
just like means if tomorrow means if you need to add some another agent, then whatever you have to be just create another class. You have to be just add another function. You have to be create another class for lead plugin. You have to be create a lead repository, and in a router agent you have to be just need one another use case. You can case, and then means you can be scale up application to whatever the extent you want. Okay, so
Okay, I have one question.
hmm,
Can you
yeah.
explain the base agent? The base agent you
Yeah,
have
yes, yes.
written the base
Yes.
agent.
So yeah,
Yeah,
basically,
yes.
let me tell you. It is so think about it. In a leave agent, what we so each and every agent what is doing? Each and every agent
We
having
have
the
we
so
have in a
yeah, each and every agent is making the LLM calls, execute async. This agent also have the execute async. This agent also have means whatever the agents means we are making the LLM calls. Okay, so base agent what is doing? It is all these agent inherited by base agent, and we just provided an abstract method to execute it. Nothing else. And whatever the
okay.
kernel object we are creating, we are just passing it here.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. It is means very straightforward, very simple programming. Okay. So what actually the intent is you should people should able to understand the workflow. Okay. Let me do some diagrams. Okay. 9 sequence. Sequence.
Devesh, I have one question.
Uh-huh.
How AI agent will get to know? It will search the keywords, or how uh,
Who will
in
call it?
background how it will happen
Let me tell you.
that payroll has to be called, or
Let me tell you.
uh,
1 second.
yes.
Give me a moment. Let me tell you. There is actually when we get a response from LLM, okay, we get a you can say there is an array of you can say the tools. I'm just okay. Let me ask ChatGPT to provide it. Okay, I need to search my program where it was. Okay. Can you provide me the response JSON for from OpenAI from OpenAI and suppose I am to uh, asking for leave balance, then share JSON response have tool array. Yeah. So when we make these type of calls, suppose means can you please provide me the leave balance? Okay, and we are passing three tools. And suppose the get function, leave balance, payroll balance means multiple things, and we get a response behind the scene. Okay, when we get a response behind the scene, we generally have in a response we have a tool calls, and their tool calls it tell me which function need to call based on our input. It tell us, okay, the get leave balance you need to call it, and this will be the employee ID, these will be the arguments. So our framework, this semantic framework, read this response and auto function means we have enabled the auto function calling, and that's based on that auto function calling means this our function which have defined in our C# code, it automatically calls. Okay.
If we have multiple agent, then it will come
Yes,
another.
we will be getting array. So this is what I'm saying, this is an array.
Yeah.
Okay, you will be getting these things multiple times.
So it
Okay,
is inbuilt. Inbuilt, it will
it is
decide
inbuilt
and it will.
functionality.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it is inbuilt.
Understood.
What is the name?
Kishore Mani.
Kishore. So Kishore, means earlier means I explained all those things manually. Means right now we are using the frameworks. Okay, that's why means you have this question. Earlier I explained all those things manually. Means where the no framework is there. Okay, means when we are getting a response, mean that response we getting this tool array, and that tool array will, you can say, we can map in our. Still we can use these things, but here if think about it, if we are getting these JSONs, okay, we have to be manage everything manually.
Okay.
That's the framework generally help us to, you can say, maintain all those things. Okay.
Yes.
And another thing means suppose in a runtime means suppose we have different providers. So each provider is written their tool calls in their own way. Here OpenAI is returning tool underscore call. Google may return like that tool call data, something like that. So naming convention will also be different. That framework help to map all those things. My framework already have the code to deserialize all those things. Okay.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Fine. So, okay, fine. So, how is the session today?
Yeah, it is very good and very
Very
helpful.
good.
Very fantastic session
Huh?
today.
Yeah, very good.
You able to understand you people able to map it how to create an agent's message? Nothing, but you do not need to be worry about it. Okay.
Okay.
Explaining. 1 second. Semantic kernel. Yeah. So same thing is let me explain it. I am asking a question. What is salary or leave? Okay. I am calling then the supervisor agent. What the supervisor agent do? It is a kernel one. Okay. It is another LLM call. It will help me to decide means which agent need to call it. And based on these two query means the leave agent and then payroll agent. I am passing all those things to the agent router. Agent router means it is a real time, you can say C# class. Based on these keys, I will be getting an object. It is just like a factory. Okay. I will be getting a payroll agent. I will be getting a, you can say, leave agent. I can miscall these two. Both are, you can say, task.parallel library. Okay. And we'll get a response and sending a response back. And so this is the overall flow summary. Employee asks a question, supervisor agent decides, and then router generally routes the request. Okay. Selected agent kernel with plugins process the process request. LLM automatically calls the right plugin calls. This is, I am saying, the LLM automatically calls right plugin functions. It is based on the tools returns from the tool array. Okay. Plugin fetches the data from repository and API. So this is the last means I explained, and apart from this is the final response we are getting from, we can say, employee. So this is the entire workflow that we have learned today, and this is, you can say, very good. Okay. So my another question. So this is fine. Okay, this is about the learning. So my question is, how many of you people have followed the Facebook page? my Facebook page? No?
Yes, we did.
Requesting you to please follow all those. And the YouTube channel also, which I will be uploading the recordings.
Sure.
Okay.
Devesh, please upload this recording.
Okay. It's my YouTube channel. Okay.
Last,
So
last I have missed your session. So
I
till
will
when you
upload it.
upload?
I will upload it. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So
That will be very
follow
helpful.
me. Follow me. I will be after GenAI, means I will be starting another series for you can say uh, thinking about it, Docker and Kubernetes. Okay. Or maybe DSA. So keep learning with me. Okay. And the next upcoming topics will be the RAG. So RAG is the, you can say, the biggest topic in the, you can say, the RAG in the GenAI application, the RAG. Okay, what is RAG? It is a very detailed topic, detail. I will be explaining this. Okay, so you are getting all those things at free of
Okay.
cost. People are charging multiple thousands to, you can explain these things. Means I am 100% sure whatever the architecture I explained, no one, I can't commit no one. Most of the peoples are not explaining because I have very wide experience in this. You can say I know multiple people in the industry who are teaching this Gen AI. I know multiple people.
Yes, yes, true.
Okay.
100% true.
So
Yeah.
this is good. Yeah. So let's
Yes.
finish this call. Okay. And yeah, you can continue your Sunday. Okay. Thank you very much, team.
Thank you
Bye.
for your time.